Hi everyone, welcome to this segment in this series of videos capturing an experience of a practice that I've been working on or trying to try on daily. Is called practicing 10-second thoughts of disruption. So basically what they are is tuning in, listening, that particularly and especially in those moments of being kind of in the zone of the automatic default pilot in our brains, sometimes paying attention to the thoughts that kind of go knock knock on the side of our brains. And sometimes there's a kick or a thought to maybe slow down or smell the roses or some other thought that's coming up. And I personally think that it's sometimes a thought within our intuition that just has maybe a lesson for us to learn and maybe to digest and to expand our ability to be human. So anyway, not getting to all that, let me paint you a picture. So this morning I woke up to deal with a couple of breakdowns around some technical issues regarding a client that I have in India. So I was talking to my team in India. So I woke up this morning kind of right into damage control mode, right? And then I talked to my parents about some recent breakdown around something that was supposed to happen today but didn't happen today, and it's got some consequences for it not happening today. And so anyhow, all throughout the day was just a lot of putting out fires. So I had this 10-second thought that a day without problems is a day without purpose, right? And so that got me really thinking about a day without problems is a day without purpose. And then I've heard in various coaching circles that I've been part of where people will say, create a problem that's worthy of your life, right? That's worthy of the sense of purpose that you have in your life, that you've created in your life. So when you have big problems, then it's actually a good thing, right? Then that means we've outgrown structures that has sustained our lives and we're outside of our comfort zones and we're in the stress zone, right? And so we're learning. And so, a day without problems is a day without purpose. And next thought was, what's going to be my purpose today? And today I wanted to come from a place of being creative, contributive, and exercising leadership in some projects that I need to move forward that have kind of been stalled for a little while. So, there's a lot of stuff on my to-do list today. Anyway, carrying these thoughts as I was about to enter into a place called Howden Market, which is where I consult. And there's a gentleman who was sitting on a bench, and he said, "Hey man, you got $1 for a vet?" And I was like, $1 for a vet? I was like, "Hey man, what do you need?" He's like, and I started engaging with him. "What's your story?" So he said basically he's a vet. He didn't receive one of his checks or something today due to things in the mail, or I think the parade was going on in Oakland as well. So anyhow, due to some reason or another, he finds himself stranded without some food, right? So I thought to myself, well, I'm going to trust that what he's telling me is the truth, and here's an opportunity for me to kind of acknowledge if he's really for who he is. Like, it takes something, right, to actually ask somebody for money. There's a lot of shame that comes up. There's a lot of emotional stuff that comes up. And so I was asking him, I was like, wow, it must be really difficult to go through what you're going through, and kind of I was, and he's like, yeah, the reentry program back to the U.S. is not the best. He's like, you serve this country and the country doesn't serve you after you're out. I said, yeah, you're right. I have friends who are in the armed forces. I was in junior ROTC. I have some friends who left the armed forces, some folks who are retired. My niece just joined the Naval Academy. So, she's going to be a vet at some point, maybe fast forward 10, 15 years. And the reentry program in the U.S. is terrible, right? So just kind of trying to empathize with him a little bit, and of course I'll never get his experience, right? So really being humble about that too. And he said, wow, thanks, brother. And I was like, yeah, man, here you go. Here's, pick out something, get some water, to go along with that. And I said, hopefully this carries you for a couple of hours, and I wish there was more that I could do. But I got to get to work, and I hope that your day is warm and all that, right? And so we parted. What's interesting for me is that it wasn't about the act and all that stuff. I mean, whatever the 10-second thought is for you, entertain it, right? But what's interesting for me is from the time that I had that thought to the time that the whole interaction happened was about 2 minutes, right? And now it's left kind of an imprint in my mind, compelled me to shoot this video, take time to shoot this video, and share this with you guys, and hopefully inspire you to entertain the 10-second thoughts that you have throughout the day. If you have had a 10-second thought and something has unfolded, something outside of the ordinary, something outside of kind of your normal line of sight or vision, post it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And more 10-second thoughts to come. Thanks.